May I be your host? How Ripple works ideally after a fantastic day. The 22nd of December is Sunday. On Saturday, the National Football League will begin its annual Fantasy Football Championship. I really hope the Redskins and Dolphins play some incredible football. Running backs and powerful wide receivers on both sides scored a ton of points. To help me lock and dub and win my first Fantasy Football Championship, they're willing to go to any lengths. We're getting very close at the moment. Last night, he got Derrick Henry fired. The defense of Denver was exhausted by him. Fortunately, they only put up 2 points. Pittsburgh took his field goal. Yes, he was okay. Yes, he was okay. Not bad at all. We can beat him, in my opinion. I have the Seattle kicker. It was a monster day for Henry, though. It's enough for me that he didn't get a touchdown. Maintain a point total of over 20. I need to get caught up. But they're calling it a dead-even shootout. Watch this episode to find out what happens. Plenty of cooking and brewing going on. We have a YouTube competitor who is considering entering the cryptocurrency market. That one, though, Rumble, is a platform that you might be familiar with. Regarding yesterday's XRP chart, we will investigate and report back to you with an update. It will be compared to our present location. We will also engage in some Bitcoin and Chainlink activities. We will delve into this afterwards. At this point, it's just that a rumor until we hear otherwise, either from Robinhood or the Bitstamp. Is everything going according to plan with the XRP ledger as far as derivatives are concerned? If so, we're in for a wild night. If you'd like to see XRP become the top cryptocurrency, we're going to win. Jumping into a Bitcoin 97,212 that is currently down 93% is how we do it. So without further ado, here we go. During the last day. Presently, Ethereum is down 2.32%, with a price of $3,385. XRP is trading at a mean lean $2.27, while USDT and USDC are both pegged to the dollar. A tiny bit in the red indicates a slight decline of 1.87%. An estimated $335,400,000,000 worth of cryptocurrency. The stage is now set for Q1. Prior to receiving that adjustment, there will be another spectacular display of fireworks. In the months of March and April, just before tax season, before the incredible crypto market crash of 2025, there has been no change. We promise to keep you informed if there is any change. Consequently, activate that notification bell. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you won't want to miss a live stream, that is, unless next week when Wednesday is Christmas. Thus, on January 1st, the new show, or more accurately, the live show, will begin. Despite the price decline, the bull cycle in Bitcoin is far from over. That's why, according to this article and others like it, he gets his news from the Crypto.com. In an unsightly way, the price of Bitcoins fell by about 70% on the way to a new all-time high of $108,268. 92,281 is the lowest point in the area. In my previous statement, I asserted that Bitcoin will never fall below $90,000 during the current bull run. So far, I've been correct, and I remain convinced of that. Consequently, the U.S. Federal Reserve's recent policy announcement, which included the adoption of another 25 basis point rate cut at its latest FOMC meeting, has been credited with this steep price decline. The crypto market responds positively to announcements of interest rate cuts. Investors dumped their risky assets in mass quantities after the Federal Reserve announced plans to cut its projected 4 cut rates in 2025 from 4 to 2. Questions about Bitcoin's future, particularly in light of the current crypto bull run, naturally arose in response to the asset's precipitous price drop. Since the month of October, Bitcoin's value has been steadily rising. I keep emphasizing how important it is to take a step back. The primary cryptocurrency's value has increased from $60,200 to more than $108,000 during this time, hence a price hike of more than $40,000. The report implies that Bitcoin's bullish structure is still valid based on the asset's distance from its SMA 200 and SMA 365. Consequently, the 15-minute chart and even the 24-hour chart is popular among many. Instead of focusing on the next 3 or 6 months, it would be more prudent to take a step back and examine the big picture. Even though the crypto market and Bitcoin's price fell in October, many assets are still showing signs of a bullish trend if you do that and look back at that time. In the context of a cryptocurrency bull run, This is par for the course. We will not simply continue to sprint uphill. Some changes will be made. We can resume our climb to the top once the current setbacks have passed and we have established a new foundation. It is only during blow-off tops that these markets keep going up, 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 up. In the event of a blow-off top, the price will begin to fall and will not subsequently rise again. As soon as capital begins to flee, whether from profit-taking or the rotation into assets that have not yet run, the price will begin to retrace. Just a friendly reminder, it's not season-specific. Before we dive into this, it's important to note that Tether has acquired a $775 million stake in a video-sharing platform called Rumble. Bitcoin is currently dominating the market, so it's worth keeping an eye on. According to reports, stablecoin giant Rumble is in talks to invest $775 million in Rumble, sending its share price soaring over $41. The company's press release from Friday stated that Rumble will use $250 million to support operations and the rest to fund a tender offer for up to 70 million shares of common stock priced at $7,050 per share. The price per share that Tether is paying at stake is $7,050. I think Tether would be a great partner to equip Rumble with a rocket pack, says Rumble's CEO, and I quote, "As we get ready to expand into our next phase, platforms like Rumble have the chance to offer a credible, unsensitive alternative to legacy media, which is eroding trust," stated Paolo, CEO of Tether. I find this intriguing. The next steps for Rumble, which will be massive if YouTube doesn't intervene with cryptocurrency payouts, or even with payouts we can stop short of that, are crypto donations. It appears that Rumble is collaborating with Tether as part of a larger cryptocurrency strategy, possibly involving a USDT tipping monetization platform which will attract Tether. Will this accomplish anything? It will cause YouTube's bot to lose its cool. I'm curious to watch YouTube's reaction to this. Tether might not be the way to go for YouTube. Perhaps RLUSD is the backing currency for YouTube. And a stablecoin is started to be paid out. Alternately, they may begin accepting cryptocurrency as payment for memberships or tips. This is important, everyone. You already know that YouTube isn't going to sit idly by while Rumble goes wild, so this is some major news. All of this brings back memories of the MoneyGram vs. Western Union fiasco that occurred when MoneyGram PardonMe announced its partnership with Ripple. In the past, MoneyGram was the linchpin of Western Union. A few years down the road, what did Western Union accomplish? Publicized their entry into the digital asset market. We now know that Stellar is collaborating with MoneyGram. Using USDC and Stellar's network, they are onboarding and offboarding users. MoneyGram was the pioneer because they were aware they needed to cause a stir if they